Hi, my name is Matthew Regier, and I'm recording my intro video and mission and vision statements for EDL 852, Intro to School Administration. A little bit about me. I'm a family guy. I'm married to Lindsay. We've been married for 10 years. This is a picture of us in Colorado this summer. We went on a hiking trip. And I'm a dad to Ben, who's 5 and loving kindergarten, and Adeline, who's a exciting, lively 2-year-old. A little bit about my professional life. I graduated with a Bachelor of Science in Chemistry from Bethel College in 2011. Played football and basketball there and really had a great experience. Went through my first year of teaching at Valley Center High School, taught earth and physical sciences, coached a little bit of football, and learned the ropes. And then I got to go back to my alma mater, Remington High School, where I teach the physical sciences, physical science, chemistry, and physics. I'm our athletic director, head boys basketball coach, and I've gotten to be involved in a Kansas redesign project while at Remington that has really opened my eyes to a new area of education and some new ways of doing things that I'll talk about a little bit more later. I also have my master's in arts in education from Baker University in 2015. Some of my hobbies, as I mentioned, I'm our head boys basketball coach at Remington. I really enjoy that, enjoy the game of basketball and spending time investing in our players. I've learned to enjoy exercise post college athletics. So I run and lift and enjoy doing that. And once in a while, we'll play basketball with the boys. Sports, I support the Chiefs, Celtics, Royals, and whatever other game is on. I enjoy watching those with my kids, enjoy watching with my family, and like to take care of the yard and do some gardening with my kids. My 5-year-old really got into the gardening this year, except for the hot peppers. He's not a big fan of jalapenos. So mission and vision. What is a school vision statement and what is a school mission statement? I'll be honest, when I started this, I thought they were the same, but they're obviously not. A school vision statement describes the intended future of the school. It's simple but not easy, and it really gives some direction for where we want to go. This is a clear and concise statement that provides direction as far as a long-term goal for the school. The school mission statement is a little bit different. It describes the actions that we're taking to achieve the vision. So if the vision is the goal where we're going, the mission is how we're going to get there. And I thought the 3 questions in the Center for School Change article were really good. Who do we serve? What will we accomplish? And how do we get there? The role of these 2 statements, really in my mind, are to provide clarity. A good mission and a good vision statement will provide clarity and direction for a school, for a district, or even for a smaller group, a team or a classroom in decision making and innovation. Done well, these 2 statements can really guide almost every decision that's made as a school or as a district. The way that they work together, the mission statement describes what the school is doing to achieve the vision. If that mission statement is carried out, then the vision statement will become a reality. And if it's not, then the vision statement probably won't become a reality. A mission without a vision is really just a set of steps. It doesn't really have a goal. But a vision with a mission is just a goal without any concrete steps to get there. And again, these serve as a guide for all building decisions and can really help to center a school leader. So the processes for development. This was something that I got to go through as a member of a redesign school, and it was interesting looking at more of a research-based, or not more of a research-based, but from purely an article-based perspective here. The first thing listed was to gather input from staff and community, and this was something that we did with community meetings, we did it with surveys, we did it with interviews, and I thought that process was really interesting as we learned what our community felt was valuable. That's definitely the first step in developing a mission and vision statement. The second thing to do would be to collaborate with school leadership to draft a vision statement based on the input from the staff and community. And this includes all stakeholders, and you're just looking for the values and themes that stick out. What are the things that our community values? What are the things that our staff values that we need to make sure that are included in our mission and vision statement? The third thing would be to share that drafted statement with staff and community for review and discussion. Uh, Dictating a mission and vision is probably not going to be successful. So making sure that that's a draft statement that is available for review and available for discussion, and that you're open to editing based on the input from those in your community. And then finally, unveil the completed vision statement once it's completed to all the stakeholders using multiple modes of communication. This needs to be communicated in multiple modes. It needs to be communicated consistently. And then we need to hold people accountable to this and use it as a guide for decision making. It can't just be a plaque on the wall or a statement that we sent out that one time. It's got to be something that's used consistently in order to be effective. The processes for involving an actionable mission and vision attentive to values and priorities that include the list below. I thought this was an interesting question. Um, and my perspective on it would be that it's really going to be difficult to create a mission statement that includes all of those specifically. In my opinion, I think you would want your mission and your vision statement to be broad enough that each of those areas could be included within a broader mission and vision statement, that it would make clear how we're going to use data, that it would make clear how we would use technology, because we'll need those things, each of them, in order to achieve our mission and vision statement. So again, you'd gather input from a variety of sources. You would align some of your vision with assessment data, with postgraduate data. You would do the community meetings, the surveys, the interviews. You would talk to everybody in your community that has a stake in your school. There would again be collaboration to craft a statement, and using some of these values or some of these priorities, you could give some guidance to your community members and give some guidance to your staff as they craft a statement. And then there'd be active communication to maintain that mission and vision within the school and within the larger community. That's not something that's going to happen automatically, and it's not something that's going to be maintained automatically. Making that mission and vision statement doesn't mean that we'll continue to use data effectively uh, to maintain it. It doesn't mean that equity will be maintained within our school district. What it does mean is that we have a goal, we have a vision, and we have a mission. We have some steps for getting there. Now we need to follow them. And so I think as far as creating an actionable mission and vision statement that focuses on those priorities, it needs to be broad enough that we can apply it to each of them, and then we need to actually do it. The characteristics of a well-written mission and vision statement, if this hasn't come through in my presentation already, clarity I think is huge. It needs to be very clear and it needs to be simple to apply, even though it's not going to be easy. Uh, in order for this to be effective, someone has to be able to quickly refer back to it in their mind and use that as a guide to decision making. And then it also needs to be aligned with community needs and values. A mission or a vision statement that's not aligned with the needs and values of a community will simply be words on a page or words from a principal or a school district. It's not going to be something that the community and the students can get behind uh, and really become passionate about. Some common problems associated with mission and vision statements. Number one, in my opinion, is ambiguity. That was referenced in the Owens article. He had a long, flowery statement that he referred to, and I've read several of those, and I just think they would be really hard to follow. Um, Again, clarity is really big, and having something that we can follow and refer back to easily. Poor communication is a common problem associated with these. Without that communication, without that consistency of communication, and without the accountability and application, that mission and vision statement is just going to be a statement that's hung on the wall somewhere or that was referred to once. So my experiences, um, first a story, I guess. I came back to Remington High School and I was in a new science room. They'd been remodeled, and someone had found the Remington school mission statement in the move to these new science rooms, and apparently had realized that it was important enough to keep, but had put it on a shelf in the chemical prep room. I'm a science teacher, so I've got access to the chemistry prep room. It was on a shelf in a room that no students ever saw, and really only the chemistry teacher walked into. That's a pretty worthless mission statement. I'm sure the words were great, but it wasn't used, it wasn't visible. No one was really applying this in any way that was relevant. Uh, as we've gone through this redesign process, it's really become front and center, not only in our decision making, but also in our school. Our vision now is to empower students to pursue their passion and purpose. And as we've made our redesign decisions, that's really given us a guiding light, and a true north was referenced in one of the articles. It's given us a true north to point to as we've made our decisions. Without a vision, there's really no direction. As I mentioned earlier, I'm a basketball coach. One of my kind of pet projects the last year or two has been to develop a vision statement and a mission statement for my team. And we came up with collaboratively with some of my older players that our vision was to be a fun, successful family. And our mission statement, we didn't quite term it that way, but our mission statement was threefold. We were going to do the right thing, we're going to give perfect effort, and we're going to put the team first. Uh, those statements and that vision have really allowed our team to unite around a common purpose and to have direction, whether we're winning or losing, whether we're having a good day or a bad day, whether we're playing well or playing poorly. That mission and that vision have allowed us to have a common set of shared values that we all can come back to and all be centered around. And I think within a school, there would be a very similar experience. If it's developed correctly and if it's developed as a group, there can be a common purpose there. And really, my experience with my team was as impactful for my mission and vision statements, almost as impactful as the redesign process for me. And then poor communication kills vision. Um, without a communicated vision, there's going to be very little direction, and that statement is going to die. And again, going back to that statement in the closet, we've had that. Occasionally during our redesign process, there's been a lack of that, and we've had to bring it back towards the forefront, and then everybody can get recentered. So as I mentioned, our Remington High School vision is to empower individuals to pursue their passion and purpose. I believe that's pretty clear and concise. We spent a long time collaborating to make that vision. We had the community meetings, and that does guide our decision making. We've made some major schedule changes. We've got lots of kids out on internships, doing passion projects. We've moved to what's called a flex mod schedule. And all of those decisions have been based on the idea that we are going to allow our students and our individuals to pursue their passion and purpose. I think we've been effective in doing that so far and would pass the red face test referenced in the Owens article. We could communicate it better or more consistently. Some graphics in our hallways would be good, more of a consistent presence on our website or in our school newsletter. But in general, I think this is a pretty solid statement for us. We do need a mission statement. That's not something that we developed as part of this project. I think that would be a good next step for us. The relevance to success and well-being, there was a pretty clear link here for me. Success is a favorable or desired outcome, according to Merriam-Webster. And vision and mission just provide a roadmap to success. That roadmap is developed by the stakeholders, and it's developed for the future stakeholders, the students. And it tells us where we're going, where this district is going, where this school is going, and then it gives some pretty concrete examples of how we're going to get there. Without answering either one of those questions, it's really going to be difficult to have a successful school, because either we're wandering around aimlessly or we don't know how we are going to get to where we want to go. So there's a pretty clear link here to success for the school and also the well-being of our students, because they can center themselves around that vision or around that mission and have some passion and purpose. My standards correlations are here, and along with the relevance and reflection piece. And there are my citations. Thank you.